Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hints of Hisui podcast. Today, it's only me and Rankururu. Say hi.
Hi. I was going to. I was thinking.
Last week, the other guys said what they think about the Pokemon Presents. And today, we wanted to go over a little bit on what we think. If I remember what happened in the Pokemon Day, except for Gen 10, I think. And we have a couple of news to talk about. Maybe some discussion. I don't know. Let's see.
There's a lot to talk about, actually. We have a pretty decent backlog. But there's something I really want to talk about, which is about the N, which is very game dev heavy.
Yes.
And
if
I know
that's your thing, stay tuned.
Yeah, if you're really interested in
discuss.
How two fan game devs work in the fan game community and how the thing that's going viral on Twitter right now, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. But starting off with what we left off last week, we weren't there. So, what do you think about the new stuff in the Pokemon Presents? Mainly about Gen 10, but there were other things.
I think some people were like, what are they doing? They're speculating that it's based on Southeast Asia and majority of Indonesia. I'm completely and thoroughly convinced that is the case.
The fact that the region was based in Indonesia leaked with the Terra leak.
I didn't read the Terra leak. I just looked at the world map. It looks exactly
everybody just knew that it was Indonesia, and when the trailer came out, it was like, oh yeah, it's Indonesia. I know because I looked at context clues, of course.
Yeah, I looked at some of the environments and I saw what the region looked like. It was just an archipelago of islands, and this is the most Indonesian looking place ever, they'll probably add some Malaysia and Singapore too.
Yeah, there is some Malaysia and Singapore and a little bit, a little smidge of Australia from what we've seen.
I can talk a lot about this actually. A little bit, a lot.
Yeah. A little bit, a lot? That's quite a few.
But a little bit, a lot? I can do a lot, but I'll talk a little.
I see.
As an aside, I am 82% Indonesian.
82 is
88
very
actually.
Specific. Oh, sorry.
Indonesian. So there's a lot of things that could come into it that I wish I would say I'm more excited than I am, but there's so much I don't know. But there's a lot of things that can go into it. Another one thing is the definitely it could also just be some Dutch
we saw already. Yeah, we already saw a bunch of windmills, so I would not be surprised.
Exactly. Because colonization of Indonesia by the Dutch, and they kind of just stuck around. That's one big part of it. Generally not negatively, because they kind of just stuck around and they just chilled out. If you go to Amsterdam, there's a lot of Indonesian people there too. Cause I went to visit a while back, about 3 years ago, when I went to London for Pokemon Worlds. I went to Amsterdam, and they have a lot of Indonesian people there, and vice versa. How it works.
Right.
I think it's really cute that we have Indonesia as a region at all, because Indonesia does have a decent relationship with Pokemon. For example, what's the word?
I don't know.
Pokemon TCG. Okay, TCG.
Yes.
There are Indonesian exclusive cards for TCG.
Yep.
So that's one thing that's really big. Indonesia has their own distributor for Indonesian language cards. So you can go to an Indomart and buy Pokemon cards in Indonesian. And they're real legit cards. So they're really big on it. Indonesian people are actual huge weeps, and they love Japan stuff. So
every single one of them, no one excluded from it.
We like Naruto, and we like Pokemon. Okay. As an aside, so I think it was a really good choice for a region, and
Right.
I kind of saw it coming eventually. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be
I
really
think-
cool. We'll see a lot of cool things.
I think for the theme of winds and waves, the fact of basing it in an archipelago, archipelago, whatever you say,
Yeah, is it
Um,
archipelago?
archipelago. All right. That's like the obvious choice, and
Yes.
it's looking very good. I mean, the water and what we've seen of the wind, can't really see wind, but the effects of wind.
Yeah.
And the lighting as well on the foliage and on Atropius, we can see it's a lot of in-depth details.
It does look
on
good, yeah.
environments and Pokemon. And
It
oh
does
my
look pretty
god,
good.
they discovered ambient occlusion after like 30 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Speaking of this trailer, we saw the starters.
We did see the starters.
We did see the starters. So we got Brout, the chickpea Pokemon.
We have Brout, we have Bonbon.
We have
We
Palmbom, the dog and fire dog, and we have Gekwa, the water
Gekwa,
gecko Pokemon. Yeah. If you're already speculating on a theme for them, my guess is that they're gonna have
I
like
don't know.
some kind of headwear stuff,
Probably.
because
yeah.
Palmbon is just a Palmbon. It's just what's it called? Pom pom, and he has a pom pom on his head.
Pomeranian.
It's also Pomeranian.
Yeah, it's Pomeranian. I swear, I think my grandmother who lived in Sumatra,
Hmm?
she had a Pomeranian mix, or I think it was. They look kind
And
of similar.
that's very peculiar, because according to like 20 million reels I watched about it, dogs are not very common in Indonesia. It's actually the least
it depends. Yeah. So
the least dog per capita place on Earth, while the United States is the
Yeah.
first.
there are reasons for that I don't want to get into, but
Yeah, sure.
yeah, there are reasons for that mostly.
Yeah.
But doesn't say they don't exist. Some people do keep as pets, and we had
Yeah,
one
of course.
specifically. Otherwise, they like, I guess, they're kind of more cat people. You know?
Mhm.
They're definitely more cat people.
Right. So, speaking about the other two,
I don't really know what to
It's
think about.
it's the first time in a long time that I like all three of them, and
They're good. I think they're
I'm
good.
gravitating towards Brout at the current moment.
Oh,
When I
already
saw
know
them,
that.
I was pointing to the dog, but now I'm going towards the chicken.
Yeah, I think everyone likes Pombon the most. I'm picking Pombon and calling him Missile because of Ghost Trick. If you know, you know.
Right. Write in the comments if you know.
If you know, you know.
Speaking of Brout, the underside of Brout is completely black, including like the legs and the nails, or
Yeah.
whatever they're called. That's a fighting chicken from Indonesia, right?
Which one? Like the black one? Yeah, there's like there is like a pure black chicken there. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing grass and fighting for him.
Is Brout a chicken?
It's still a chick. It can evolve into anything.
I guess we don't really know what they're gonna go for. Yeah.
Yeah, bean chick Pokemon, not chickpea.
Yeah.
It's got bean in the name. It's like beans. And Gekwa. Gekwa looks to have like that middle of the forehead symbol.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing water psychic, it's the safest option. But we know Game Freak, they always want to surprise us. So
Yeah.
I really don't know what Gecko
They do
could
their own
become.
thing. I actually like Gecko quite a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, they're
I
all
think it's actually a
pretty.
pretty strong starter, but it's not one I'm gonna choose.
To end this Gen 10 discourse, we saw the protagonists. The
Yeah.
protagonists look like they have that Scarlet and Violet thing where they're like the same, but depending on the version, like an accessory or a color change. In this case, is the hat and the bag, if I recall correctly, like a
I
collar.
am not too into the protag design. It's not really my thing. I don't really like them that much, personally. It's not. I don't know. I like
They're
the Gen
kind
6
of-
designs mostly. I like the idea of character customization stuff.
Yeah,
It's okay though.
they're kind
it's
of
not
generic
bothers me.
puppet, like Scarlet and Violet. They have that face that says nothing.
Yeah.
I was really fond of the ZA designs for people, but I don't know. Let's see where they go. They appear to have a skateboard / scooter
Yeah.
that we literally know everything about, but I'll pretend I don't know. Looks to be like the method of transportation, like the
Yeah.
Rotom bike. And we also see a lot of environments in these islands, which I need to remind you, having an archipelago with a lot of islands is a super easy way to section off different
Exactly. I
areas
totally
and
agree with that.
locales, whatever.
Yeah, because they're trying to go for more open worldy stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
and
you
it's
can
the
have
first
like
time we
different
see.
areas that just
Yeah,
are
and-
very different from each other that way.
It's the first time that we see like volcano caverns that are not like an entire mountain, lava
Yeah,
and
they used
stuff.
to make it a dungeon, you know.
Yeah, right. And in those volcano caverns, we see Slugma. Yeah, write that thing in the comments too, Tom. It's fine. And it's emissive, like it glows.
Oh.
That's good. That's crazy good. The attention to detail they gave to single Pokemon in ZA looks like it's carrying over to Gen 10.
Pretty much. Yeah, and
Yeah.
to end it off, I do want to say I hope rendang becomes very popular and other Indonesian food. They're very, very popular for food. And that'd be great. I want people to eat more rendang.
While we're still on the topic of the Pokemon Day, what else in the Pokemon Day caught your eye?
What else in Pokemon Day? Let me see.
There was some TCG talk.
Yeah, there's a TCG talk, and it's like another celebration set, maybe.
Yep.
And it's gonna have more reprints,
Yep.
maybe. I
Maybe.
hope they bring back Radiant Collection. They haven't had that since
Oh.
20th anniversary. You know,
Yeah,
all the
right.
pretty cards. You know.
What do you think is the teaser they left at the end with Mew and Mewtwo? What do you think is that about?
You think it's bring back tag teams?
No, I think it's some kind of chrome rare, new rarity like the rainbow and gold. I think they're retiring gold for some kind of. I'll call it chrome, but it's
maybe.
like just a theory.
Just a
Ye-
super rare thing. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
It's just another rarity.
I'm never gonna pull it. So.
Also, if we get Mew and Mewtwo as like heads of two like ETBs in a set,
Oh,
in that same set, we're
Yeah.
probably not gonna get Mega Mewtwo, but also seeing that Winds and Waves releases in 2027, that gives Pokemon Company to print all the 40 remaining Megas in the TCG.
yeah.
So
Do you think
I'm
the Mega
curious to
Generation
see-
set for like TCG just gonna be small?
we are seeing a curve going down on sets length,
Okay.
like number of cards in a set.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, we saw like 270 cards in Ascended Heroes, and now we're getting 80 cards sets.
Yeah.
Which is okay. They're
Yeah,
saying,
totally.
oh, it's the shortest set in history. Brother, Jungle was like 60 cards. And it's set number 2. Chill. Yeah,
What else do you want to do?
Yeah.
I think it's really all I have to say for Pokemon Day. Personally, I don't really do any of the mobile games anymore.
Right. Ooh, oh my god. Keep that in. And comment if you yawned as well. Just for the sound.
I don't think that works, so
shit. Yeah, but inside of this Pokemon Day thing, there was another thing that recently released, I think, or releases today or yesterday, depending on when this video comes out, and it's Pokopia.
Yeah, that comes out today. It came out today.
Came out today, yeah.
Yeah.
As so of the 5th.
Yeah.
We saw a new Pokemon variant. It's the Greedent, what is it called? Alvente? Greedent Pokopia variant. This is professionally checking before you start recording on the podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
Chef Dente. This Greedent likes to store kitchen tools all over his body and treat everyone to its delicious dishes. Okay, sure. Love him. Yeah. And in the same trailer, we got DJ Rotom. This Rotom inhabits a mini stereo. If you give it some CDs, it will liven things up with a variety of music. It's Rotom in stereo. I saw immediately a bunch of people jumping onto, oh my god, the sound type is coming to Pokemon. No.
I don't know why people
We've been 30 years without a sound type. Sound type is not coming to Pokemon. The sound type is stupid. Sound type is not supposed to be a type. Get it as a move category and shut up. That said, DJ Rotom is the only Pokemon variant that actually changes the type of the Pokemon to electric normal. And that's pretty standard for Rotom.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm assuming that if you're putting it in your fan game, you're also giving him Boom Burst.
Oh, that's kind of gross, actually.
Yeah.
You think?
Like that, yeah.
Electric Normal is kind of a really bad typing, but it does get Boom Burst, so maybe it would be pretty decent, actually.
Isn't it the same typing as,
It's Palmont, you mean?
Palmont? What the fuck is Palmont? I was about to say Helioptile?
Helioptile? Yeah, true.
Yeah. Palmont doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I saw screenshots on Twitter, but I don't know if it's real, because it's not on the site. So it might be spoiler for Pokopia, which I don't want to do. So let me quickly Google Pokopia forums. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. We led the discussion on new things in Pokopia after it's been out for a while. Since it just came out, probably people are still finding out stuff. I didn't see an immediate data mine. Data mine? Whatever.
Oh yeah, you can't emulate it. You know.
Oh yeah, it's on Switch too, right?
It's on Switch too.
Right. Well, the game looks charming as hell. If I had a Switch 2, I would be playing it. But yeah, if you're playing this game, tell us how it is. We'll we'll check from the distance. Check on Twitter posts and other socials.
It looks so cute, honestly. It's just Animal Crossing.
It's so charming.
It's what everyone wants. I mean, it's what I mean.
A good Pokemon game. Yeah.
Funny.
Speaking of what everyone wants, it's a good Pokemon game. Fans have been making their own Pokemon games for a while, and some may go to the extent of making their own AP. That's what happened with what was it? Palworld? Yeah, Palworld. That's what happened recently with Wonderful Neoran Valley, which is an Italian project, which I followed like immediately as it was announced, and it's looking extremely good, and that's backed by the fact that it's on Kickstarter and it got like 100% funded in like 10 minutes and 600% funded in like a day. And it's the what's it called? The leader? I don't know what the position is called exactly. The visionary for the project is the streamer Sidonia. Ciao Sidonia! Is Italian, and it's pretty popular. So yeah, I hope this project goes well and releases completely with all the features that are planned, because we are famous for having pretty banger fan games, and I want to see pretty banger games come out as well. This one is not your usual monster collector. It looks like you have to talk to the monsters, the Neoran.
Yeah, the big thing about Neoran, they're kind of like Digimon, when they have their own kind of character to them.
Yeah, they're proper characters. Yeah. There is a little bit of horror in this game, and I say a little bit, but it's probably just gonna be like the story of the game. We saw a little bit of horror in the...
It was just a promo, I think, the trailer.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of horror in the end of the promo, but I hope to see more twists on this. The design of the Neorans are very good. Yeah, for what we saw, they're pretty good. Sure. We're gonna know more in the coming days. If you want to check what's happening on that, follow them on Instagram or on Twitch, on the Kickstarter, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can find them by just googling Wonderful Neoran Valley, and project is being developed, and we hope to see more.
I definitely wanted to mention that it was very interesting that it actually broke the mold in a way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it got like past like the filter for monster collectors, and the fact it got so popular and like so quickly is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely thanks to the face of the project, the streamer that presented live on stream before Pokemon Day with a lot of people connected to the stream. That was a good marketing move, honestly.
But still, they made so much money off their Kickstarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing that, like that's very, very difficult. I didn't think so many people would be interested. Yeah.
Shows you that there's a market for it.
It does show there's a market for it, exactly.
Yep.
And that monster gamers are they're still hot,
Exactly. People want more Pokemon, and if Pokemon themselves keep making bad Pokemon games, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, I think games like Palworld definitely like kind of paved the way somehow. Yeah. It's like, oh, so Pokemon isn't the only one that can exist at one time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So people are willing to give more indie games a chance. Their Pokemon face.
Yeah. Speaking of bad Pokemon games, how can we not talk about the latest release on the Switch? That's Fire Red and Leaf
Fire and
Green.
Leaf Green is a classic.
Oh my god, it's the new Pokemon game. I can't wait to play it.
I mean, it's just like Fire Red and Leaf Green, probably some of the most played GBA games ever. And I think they're really cool. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think they're really cool.
Sure, they would be even cooler if they were like on the emulator feature of the Switch.
Yeah.
Instead of being sold as proper games for like 24 bucks. I don't know.
It's like 20 bucks. Honestly, I don't think it's that much for a digital game that sits on your Switch forever.
For a 22-year-old game I can play for free literally anywhere else.
I mean, not really, because like, do you know how expensive Pokemon games are? If you want a cartridge. Like a
How
secondary
many times
market.
have you played Fire Red and Leaf Green on a cartridge?
A lot. I have like hundreds of hours of mine.
That was a bad question. Yeah, me
right.
too.
Like,
Me too.
people want to take it on the go. I guess you could emulate on your phone, but like people don't want to do that all the time. Like it's fun
you
to play
kind
on
of
the
don't
original
want
hardware.
to get your super powerful phone or Switch or Steam Deck to just play Fire Red and Leaf Green, right? That's probably why releasing the game on the Switch is a kind of.
I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever to release.
No,
but
it doesn't.
I think it was a fine like addition to do.
Okay, it's fine.
I think it's fine. It was cheap.
That is.
If you want to play like original Fire and Leaf Green on like a Nintendo hardware, you don't gotta pay $200 for it. You can pay $20.
And $200 for the console.
And you don't want to play on like a weird like emulator on your phone with like, I don't know. I don't know if you ever played like emulator games on your phone. I personally do not like it.
You like the
I do not
on the
like
screen?
playing. I heavily dislike playing emulator games on my phone. It doesn't feel good, you know?
I would definitely prefer some buttons to click to
Yeah, exactly.
punch.
I have a Game Boy that I play on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have Frigo Returns and I plug that in and it's amazing.
Damn.
And I
Frigo
actually want
Returns.
to-
He's back.
It feels good to be playing on hardware.
Yeah.
And playing on your phone doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's just how I feel about it.
Definitely. There are a couple of things to note about the sport. It's not just the GBA ROM dumped onto a Switch game and that's it. There are actually, there are a couple of bug fixes on the game. There were some bugs relating to roaming Pokemon that I saw on Twitter the other day that were fixed or otherwise patched out of the game. Sure, yeah, I get that you couldn't fix them on the cartridge, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure.
That's pretty cool.
Another thing I saw was the avalanche of memes about people being, what was that screen shake? What do you mean my Pokemon are taking damage outside of battle because they're poisoned?
Oh yeah. I think
You know?
I think that's so cute, honestly. They're
Oh,
experiencing
no.
the game for the first time.
I thought cut to my Charizard, and now I cannot remove it. What is this sorcery?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all those reactions we had as kids, but seen on a person that is used to the convenience of modern games. It's in a way it's funny because you're just laughing at them, I guess. But
I'm not laughing at them.
you soon realize that was you like 20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of people getting laughed at on Twitter. There is there is a bunch of tweets I saw. Some viral, some not so viral.
Okay,
you actually
so
were one of the viral tweets, so why don't you lead the way?
For rare candy discourse. So right now,
what's up with that?
So I think how this started. Well, I think it started just as a result of like enhancement hack. A new enhancement hack came out called Pokemon Null, I believe.
Okay.
And it's not only that, it kind of sparked a lot of discussion because, so I don't know if you've ever played a Kaizo game like Emerald Kaizo.
I know it exists. I know it's ass.
No, I actually like.
I wasn't
Kaizo.
supposed to say that out loud. It's not for me.
It's like so the Kaizo games are like they're very optimized Pokemon games where you have to take into account every resource and encounter, and you have to like get ready for like incoming attacks, and you gotta make sure you're calculating correctly. Only because you want to make sure you defeat your mon. You gotta manipulate AI so that they don't one-shot your mons or they hit your weaknesses, etc.
It's like there's 1 or 2 ways to win, and you have to like play a game of chess every single time.
Yeah, it's kind of like a puzzle game, but like it's very
like
variable.
Cat Mario. You remember?
It's
Cat
very
Mario?
variable because you can obviously catch different kinds of Pokemon. Like you prepared for different kinds of fights, so it's like that, right? It's very preparation-based game, and it's like a boss rush. It does fundamentally change the way the game is played. So what people do is that they would hack in permanent rare, like unlimited rare candies, so they can level up to the level cap of what the boss Pokemon are, like the gym leaders one, because that's all you're going to be trying to fight is just boss
all
rush.
the levels in the middle don't matter.
Exactly.
And I saw I did play one of those actually. I don't remember which one it was. But it was basically like, oh, what Pokemon do you want to find? Oh, this one? Here you go. Oh, do you want to catch it? Just choose the ball. Catch rate 100%. Balls are infinite, whatever. Oh, what nature do you want? Oh, what stats do you want? Oh, what moves do you want? Oh, do you want to evolve the Pokemon? Dude, you're taking the game out of the game.
Emerald Kaizo's a lot more hands-off than that. It's like, you do have to level up to like figure out what your moves are. You just use rare candies to do it.
Yeah.
You don't want to level up all the way to max because you want to sometimes be under level so your Pokemon don't disobey you. Sometimes you want to be like, you don't want to gain too much XP. You don't want to. Let me see. Sometimes you want to like delay some parts of it so that your Pokemon doesn't get too tanky, you know? Because sometimes you want your Pokemon to take damage so that your opponent does a random attack instead of using the strongest attack, you know?
Holy shit.
And
that's 5 heads.
Yeah, you have to do stuff like that to win an Emerald Kaizo. I think I have one Emerald Kaizo playthrough currently playing. I think I'm at the 4th gym. I haven't played in a while, but that's where I am. And yes, it does fundamentally change how Pokemon is played. And I guess to casual players, it kind of doesn't feel right looking outside in, you know? And it's like a roguelike in a way, right? Like, I got a mild nature. So this mon kind of sucks, so I'll just put it in my PC and use it as death fodder somewhere because it might be decent against Brawly, you know? That kind of preparation.
Roguelike.
It's kind of roguelike-ish, yeah. Because you're running a run, you catch one mon per route, and you use those mons to go against challenges, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes,
especially
for example,
on Nuzlocke, like
exactly, in
I think
Nuzlocke.
the discourse was about some streamer doing the hacking rare candies stuff.
Yeah, but everyone does
people. It. Yeah, I saw people like having hack ROMs ROM hacks made for them with directly 999 candies in the PC.
Yeah, it was in mine, right? It's just the way it is. And
yeah, but
it's just
you're
a different
streaming,
discussion.
like you're showing people the game. The context of it is you streaming the game. Do you want to grind like 200 levels across all your Pokemon for like 7 hours and then lose half of them to a fucking misclick? No.
It's not just that. It's just like the game is balanced in line of level caps, and these are just Kaizo games and enhancement hacks. This is not normal Pokemon games. Of course, unfortunately, this does apply to some normal Pokemon games as gamers are getting more and more impatient about gaming. But that's a completely different discussion that I want to go into later. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh my god. There was something I had to say earlier, like 2 topics ago. But the big thing is that for enhancement hacks, it's just kind of a very different game, you know? And the way that people perceive it.
It's a completely different kind of game.
Of course, this does lend to the fact that you have to manipulate Pokemon so much to make a challenge run like this happen does kind of lean into like issues with Pokemon's like damage and level systems in a way. You know, like personally, the tweet I made was about how some games are just straight up removing levels from the game. You know, like Shifting Skies from the last Game Jam, they completely remove levels from the game. Why? Because it's not too important to what the game wants to accomplish, and they don't want you to. Because levels are so volatile in Pokemon. Like levels are part of the damage scaling, and the level just like make it crazy.
Yeah, if you don't need the I need to get this Pokemon to make it evolve and complete my Pokedex and train it and have it to a certain level to get it to a boss or to a gym or whatever. Especially in games like roguelikes and stuff like that. Levels are like the first thing you remove. And the second thing is probably like IVs or something.
Yeah, I think the issue is that since these enhancement hacks definitely kind of remove a lot of what makes a normal RPG work, it doesn't look good to casual Pokemon fans. And I think it's a really big issue, as sometimes regular fan games are kind of expected to do the same thing, where they just do infinite rare candies because having to grind on like Pokemon to level up. Because leveling goes both ways, right? If you're a higher level than your opponent, you're just like excessively stronger. And if you're a casual player and you see that your opponent has 4 levels above you, you think that a boss fight is just impossible, you know?
Okay.
And it does really skew how RPGs just are supposed to work, too. So that's why a lot of fan games are trying to work around this. It's just like, you know what? No more levels. You have to think. Here's your party. You can catch whatever Pokemon you want, but you're on your own after this, you know? Like, the game is balanced around that, and it is fair, and there are no Johns anymore. You can't complain. There are no excuses. You get to play an normal Pokemon game. You know? And it removed, like, features of the game to, like, have it more it's more polished in that way, where the levels aren't just for show. Because here's the thing about the enhancement hacks. It's like, what's the point of having levels at all if you're just going to level up to the cap immediately anyway, you know?
Yeah.
It's also kind of silly. Yeah. It's kind of dumb, too.
I agree, 100%. Yeah. If you fix...
This is why I hate level caps.
Yeah, if you fix the balancing of your game using level caps, and then you assume people are just going to be at the level cap, you can just make every Pokemon level 50, hide the level from the Pokemon, and just make evolution a click. Like
Yeah,
you
because
press
right
A
now
on the
it's
Pokemon
like
and evolve it.
levels just don't matter at all.
Yeah.
You're not even engaging with it. It's
and
like,
if you don't
I level
wanna-
up at
if
level
you don't-
34, I guess.
Right. If you don't want to evolve Pokemon, just have all the Pokemon be already at their evolved form. That's exactly what we did on Tower of Ashes. The first thing we did was get a selection of Pokemon, all fully evolved, and then just set everybody to level 50, remove levels from anything you could see, and the game is just simpler that way. It just
I think a big part of
doesn't
it is
need
that
levels, you know?
some people, for these enhancement hacks, they're definitely going for the roguelike feel with the RPG elements. But RPG elements are just kind of being like supplanted by like the other like balancing and the mechanics of the Pokemon stuff. And there are also just some other weird discourse coming around that, just people just attacking enhancement hacks for being enhancement hacks. And it's like, whatever.
I guess those people are always gonna be there, you know?
Yeah, they're just kind of complaining for complaints' sake and just like...
Yeah.
But my big thing is that I think it is indicative of a greater issue with Pokemon's main mechanics as an RPG, rather than yelling at people that using infinite rare candies and stuff, you know? And the damage formula. Because in normal RPGs, you can't one-shot something super easily like a boss, you know?
Yeah.
You have actual bosses. It's gonna take you like a few hundred hits. I played Shin Megami Tensei 4 and people say, oh, you've never played RPG before. I play every RPG, okay? It's very different. The way Pokemon calculates their damage is just so different from like if I'm fighting like the Minotaur in Shin Megami Tensei 4, like that's an early game boss. It's gonna take me 300 hits to hit that guy and beat him. You know how hard it is to kill a Magneton? I use a ground move and it's dead. It's very, very different how damage works in Pokemon. And it's kind of goes differently because it's multiple Pokemon. But still, you can just switch out and one-shot the other thing. Type advantages are really strong. Levels skew the damage by so much. And it's just, there's so many multipliers. Stab is so strong. That's why they nerfed it in Legends Arceus. That's why Legend Arceus even fixed the damage formula to begin with, as Pokemon are just dying too quickly.
Oh, did they? I don't know.
Yeah, they did change it. Yeah, Stab was weaker. 4 times effectiveness went down to like 3 or something. Rain damage went down a little bit.
Oh, like
levels
Pokemon
were
Go.
less important, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you fought Pokemon that was
less
like
important.
low level versus high level, the low mon would do a little bit more damage, and the high level mon would do like little less damage compared to a normal Pokemon. If you're like 10 levels higher than a Pokemon in like Diamond and Pearl, that thing was dead. No matter what you did. Right? You hit it with a stab move, there's nothing you can do.
Speaking of importance? Is that a word?
Importance? What?
Things being important in a fan game or in a game in general. If your game is all story, if it's all story related, it's a cutscene after another, and you're making a Pokemon game, don't feel forced to put a grass patch or a route with Pokemon in it. If you just want to tell a story, maybe try removing levels. Maybe try giving the player the ability to catch Pokemon, but it doesn't need to train them. You just use them, you know? If you want to make
but the thing is, here's the thing, you can't just remove levels, because levels do have a purpose, and that is a core RPG mechanic that like kind of gauges the progression of that like certain individual creature or unit.
Yeah, it tells the player how difficult a fight is compared to the squad he has.
I mean, it's not just important. It's like because if you have a level 5 mon and then you level up to level 30, then it's like, oh, I've grown this guy 25 levels. This thing has been an integral part of my party emotionally.
Yeah,
That's something that is very big in the RPG field. So, of course, there are ways you can replace this or do something similar, like Shifting Size again did something similar where you can raise a Pokemon, they can learn new moves. They can upgrade their skills. They have 4 skill trees.
Yeah.
That lets you have some kind of like customization.
That's a thing. That's a thing with Todd in Tower of Ashes as well. Pokemon don't just have 4 moves and that's it. We gave them 2 extra moves that they learn while you use them. So if you beat some Pokemon with that Pokemon, somehow we made it experience again. We reinvented the wheel. So if you beat some Pokemon, you get some points, and if you get to a certain point with those points, you learn a move, and then another one. So you can kind of customize your Pokemon how you want with 2 extra moves we give you.
I think it's a little different because Tower of Ashes is definitely like a full-on roguelike. Like after you beat a run, you lose your Pokemon, right?
Exactly. Yeah. That's
you don't
super
lose your
basic
Pokemon
for a Pokemon you use only for a certain time. Shifting Skies, what I liked about that game is that you build your team, you build your skills, and then you basically play with 2 things at the same time, with the skills and with the Pokemon. It's something that you keep with you while you play. That was pretty impressive. That was pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like different how if you have a level up Pokemon, you get to keep it their entire fight. Like in Kaizo, you can keep certain Pokemon through your entire journey, like your starter, for example, because your starter is probably going to be pretty decent throughout the whole entire run, And I know games like Run and Bun use rare candies as a resource instead. There's a lot of ways to go about it. Overall, the discourse, I believe, is just like on rare candies as a concept, but I think people kind of like are missing the picture of why rare candies become needed in the first place. And it's just the way how Enhancement Hacks have really set this entire thing up and how popularized it's becoming. And I guess it's kind of like unfortunate because regular fan games is like good level curves and stuff like that. Sure, it works, but you're still not gonna impress everybody with a good level curve because Pokemon fans, they are so varied in their technical skill that even a good level curve is a bad level curve to somebody because they can't like beat one guy,
Right.
Or they don't know the type chart. Not everyone knows the type chart. Did you even know that?
Yeah. One thing I thought about when thinking what to say today about this topic is some people, especially game developers, fan game developers, but also players that go on Twitter to say some shit. They have to think about the fact that there are different kind of players that they're gonna play their game, or they're playing games that they also play in the second case. They're just different types of people, almost like gamers are people. That's crazy. So there will be someone that wants to read every single thing you write and maybe theorize on what you want to do later. Then there's the other guy that presses A to skip every single dialogue and then opens the quest menu and sees, oh, I need to go to the next town. I see. And goes to the next town. Because maybe he get involved with battles and not with dialogue. But another person gets involved with dialogue and characters and not with battles.
Yeah, I think for story,
that was just an example.
It's kind of it's not really the topic.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, it's mostly just like how gameplay levels kind of function for everybody. I think that's really the big thing. Of course, it does kind of lean into like the current culture around ROM hacking, because you can there are now games that let you just skip the entire dialogue trees and stuff. That's just a symptom of like a different problem with the community, I think.
The fact that every single person on the planet has their brain fried by short form video content.
Like everyone's demanding faster paced and more faster paced content
I
for
think
Pokemon.
Nintendo
especially.
also said that they are competing with kids with phones in hand.
Unfortunately, they were right, but they should do it anyway because they're Pokemon and people will buy it anyway. So might as well make it hard. That's my opinion. You know, make him figure it out. Come on, it's okay. People are gonna buy your game anyway. Like yes, no. In fact, I think they got an easier job than fan game devs because fan game devs gotta figure out who they want to cater to, and then like the other, like a quarter of them just gonna skip it entirely. Oh, you don't have infinite rare candies? Well, I'm skipping your game. Oh, you can't skip
Company
the cutscenes?
will just say,
I'm gonna skip
hey,
your
we
game.
made some fuck shit for
You don't have Fakemon? I'm gonna
$200.
skip your game. You know? Pokemon can sell anything. So you might as well make it good.
People,
you know?
Yeah. I met people that went, oh, you do have Fakemon? I'm not gonna play your game.
It's frustrating as a fan game dev. It's really hard. That's why you just gotta find your audience. But still, you'll always attract, like, you'll always, like, not attract, you'll push away somebody, no matter what you do. And it's a little annoying. It's kind of going a little off topic from, like, the rare candy debate, but it's also just me thinking the rare candy debate is just, like, a symptom of a greater issue, you know? Like, personally, for me, I will never have level caps. And I'll never have rare candies.
No.
Infinite.
I don't personally.
I will never try to balance my game around that.
Yeah, personally, I never liked level caps. I think that if you get to level 300 before Misty, good job.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like, if you're gonna grind because you feel like grinding a lot, sure.
Yeah, some people just like grinding.
It gives the game. But like, it's just kind of rough. There are ways other RPGs have figured this out that balances the game. Just it's self-balancing act. Pokemon just doesn't do that. It's really hard to balance a Pokemon game. Way harder than you think. Okay, because there's always some way you can break the game and just nothing happens ever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
There's so many variables to get that to work. Like you can just solo train them on. You can like, you can find a really good mon that just breaks the game. You can like abuse some kind of like obscure mechanic that's just really strong. You can't do much about. Like
I was thinking exactly about.
You know?
I was thinking about Neoran reversal, level 1, whatever.
Nah. You sometimes it's similar as like Gyarados, where you use flail and like Emerald Kaizo.
Okay.
Like basically you switch out and intimidate, switch intimidate, switch intimidate, switch intimidate.
Oh, okay.
And then you take damage, 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, until you're like 5 HP, and then use flail and you sweep the entire team.
Okay.
If you're wondering why Gyarados is broken in enhancement hacks, it's that because it beats everything.
I see.
And it only has one real weakness, which is electric. Because all rock types are physical, and you have intimidate, so you're never gonna die.
Just to close this whole thing, I was scrolling through the replies of your hit tweet, and not to call out specifically people in the comments, but someone says, Paper Mario tried that and people hate it with a passion to this day. I hope for you, person that commented this thing, that you are on the side of people that love Paper Mario and are talking about some other people that hate it, because I have not met a single person who hates Paper Mario before. Everybody that I know loves Paper Mario, and it's a great RPG. I know we're talking about Pokemon, but if you're looking for a classic, charming RPG, Paper Mario, yeah, give it a shot. Just saying. Even if you're not into Mario things. That was my little parenthesis in the thing.
I did see that. There are also other things. Now, let me read some quote traits because there's so much I can talk about this, and a lot of people just kind of miss the point. For like the issue of like rare candies and stuff is like not even a real issue. It's just like
I see a lot of people that were also thinking that levels are superfluous.
Like, right? It's just some people kind of think you should stay though, and I don't disagree. And then I don't know. It's just I feel like people miss the point. The reason why people use to do rare candies is to save time. But also, it's not just to save time because there's no reason not to. Because the way level up in Pokemon just skews the game, you know? So, I think, personally, to me, a lot of people just make a good level curve. I don't think it solves the problem. Because at the end of the day, you'll just level up to the level cap anyway. With rare candies, just grind on whatever. I think levels need to be de-emphasized as a whole. I think that's what has to happen.
Sure.
Not removing it, just de-emphasized in one way or another. Because
make it a little less important.
Some games have ways to go around it. I know Digimon has a separate stat for every individual Digimon that is their level cap that you can increase as you evolve or devolve, and increase your level cap so your mon can be stronger in the long run. That's one thing. Shin Megami Tensei, every monster is your level cap. So level cap is whatever the main character level cap is. Right? Like if you're level 23, all your monsters can only go to level 23. And does that matter? Usually not really, but it does matter because if you're a higher level, you can fuse better things. So then levels become like actually really important to level up, you know? Like being leveled is not too much of a big difference. As much as that I can literally create a better unit. That's what levels are important from. And then with Pokemon,
I definitely agree.
Having levels is kind of everything, you know? It is literally your lifeline. It decides whether you'll live or die. And that's why competitive Pokemon, for the most part, is very balanced because everyone's level 50. You can play the game normally because you don't have to deal with levels, right? You're always on the same playing field. If you're playing in-game, all of a sudden, you're never on the same playing field. And some people are like, okay, that's fine. And some people are like, no, this sucks. Because levels are so volatile and damage is so strong. And it's just really annoying. Yeah, someone said I never played an RPG in my life, but the difference is the levels just matter so much more in Pokemon than any other RPG, I think. Because there's no, like, actual, I guess, balance factor to it. Either you have it or don't. And levels are part of the damage formula. So that's kind of just what I think about the level debate. It was not even the level debate, the rare candy debate.
Yeah, rare candy debate.
Yeah, rare candies are just a symptom of like a problem with Pokemon's level system in general. Yeah, this is what I think.
Yeah, that was pretty much it on this whole debate thing about using rare candies or not. If you have an opinion about it, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah.
And also click the notification button and like and whatever they say on this platform.
Yeah, absolutely. Even in my big tweet, I'm like I'm responding to everything. Like I really want to know how people like take part of the discussion, and I want to know what they think. Like I've had some pretty good counter arguments here, you know. Here's a really good counter argument I got. I like the level up jingle.
Oh, okay.
Right. I don't just. That's like that's actually unironically really good. You know, I like the idea of filling up a bar and it gives me a nice little jingle to show I'm getting stronger. If you remove levels, you can't do that anymore.
Bidibidum. Right.
And of course, some people are saying it's an interesting idea, but how do you learn moves and stuff? It's like there's like 1,000 different ways you can figure it out. Like,
yeah.
There's like a ton of fan games that they're experimenting with it. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
like what you want to do is just not just de-emphasize leveling. If you de-emphasize levels, you de-emphasize grinding. And when you can de-emphasize grinding, you can like focus on like the actual game mechanics and be more creative in how you tackle like objectives and problems. And that's how you have a really, really fun game. That's how you can have fun. And that's kind of what these enhancement hacks are trying to replicate is I want to have fun.
I guess also different people have different types of fun.
Yeah.
Because I
and
would
some people
never
are really okay with that. With like how
I would never
level curves
feel
and
like
stuff.
having fun watching get a Roxanne with 6 Pokemon, like 4 of which are legendaries and whatever.
It's like
honestly.
a take. It's a push and pull in like one direction, you know? Because a lot of RPG systems are like objectively fun, you know? Getting stronger, building a team of little guys, and they get stronger with you, and they change forms and learn new moves.
Yeah,
That's really
core
fun.
Pokemon.
That's the core of Pokemon, exactly. It's kind of taken away when you in enhancement hacks because all of a sudden you're not there to build up a team of little guys and make them grow stronger over the course of a game. You're playing like chess with like different pieces you catch. You level up the max cap and it's like, okay, now I have a rook that lets me defeat this Pokemon on that guy's team. It's very different. People love that though because the strategy is fun.
There's so much strategy about
And
it.
the other side is like the RPG is fun. It's tough. Yeah. Someone said it's like removing levels is like removing platforms in a platformer. That's just really different.
Yeah.
Because if I remove levels, the game actually functions entirely the same.
It's like removing crouching from a platformer.
Yeah, right? If you don't have levels, all the gameplay mechanics are the same. But now you just don't get any stronger or weaker. It's very different.
Yeah.
You know? But of course, some people want that. So that's just a push and pull to really figure out and just, I don't know. If you're a fan game dev and trying to figure this out, good luck, I guess. There are different ways. The number one thing everyone does is just pick their favorite fan game and just copy them. There's a bunch of Reborn likes, you know, it's a big level cap. You know? There are story-based games that just don't care because they want to focus on the story and have like social systems. That's something that matters too. And there are of course enhancement hacks where you just throw rare candies in a level cap and have fun. Nuzlocks, there's a lot of things you can do. Personally, I'm probably in the removing levels crowd myself. I'm trying to experiment with it. But I have an idea.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I have ideas. I'm not gonna tell you here. I'm still working on it.
Crazy. It's a secret then.
Yeah, because it's not good yet. I'm trying to think about it.
Alright, you'll tell me later when you have it figured out.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's all I gotta say about this entire
drama. Having finished all this drama stuff, I wanted to mention something very quickly. As a person that launched the project a couple months ago, and by a couple I mean like 8 or 6, whatever, I don't remember, to make a decent pack of sprites for every single Pokemon ever. That includes 2 frames for my project. Maruno, the person that is handling the Essentials engine, the most popular engine for creating fan games for Pokemon, just released the new move animation editor, and you know, I'm not gonna do it, because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna like not be well for a while. But we need a hero out there that goes, yeah, we need to make every single move animation in this new fancy editor. The editor is chef's kiss. It's very good. Could be better. It's clunky because it's inside of an RPG Maker game, so it is what it is. But the animations that are coming out of it are pretty smooth, like Gen 4/Gen 5 level of smooth, and I would love to see this thing used to make like all the moves and replace the standard pack of whatever everybody uses. That's like a cry for help from a game developer to many others.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's it from me. Did you have anything else?
No, I don't think I have anything else to say. If I did, I forgot because I was rambling on that.
Yeah, right. Me too. So yeah, that was us. What we think about the stuff we talked about today. Rare candies, Pokemon Day, the other stuff we talked about. Yeah, other games. Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you think about all these topics, because we also want to hear what you think about. We read all the comments. So yeah, that's kind of it from us. I guess we'll see you in the next episode. By the way, we are approaching 100 episodes. I wonder what we're gonna do for the 100th episode.
Special.
I really wonder what we're gonna do, because we probably talked about it internally, but I forgot. So see you next week, maybe.
Yeah. We'll
Bye.
see you guys next week. Bye. Bye. Bye.